Okay, so a sequence is a ordered set of numbers. Numbers. Undersign. Hashtag. A series is the sum of terms of a sequence. So if you're asked for a sum, you use the series formula. If you're told it's a series, then you need to find the sum. A sub 1 is the first term, or the first number. A sub n is the last term, or the last number. N is the number of numbers, number of terms. S sub n is the sum of all the terms. D, if you see D, that lets you know that it's an arithmetic sequence or series. D is the common difference, what you add or subtract to get to the next number. And R stands for ratio or rate. And that's related to geometric sequence. Geometric sequence. I won't do the formulas, you have them in your notes. But on the quiz, you should know one of these two from memory and one of these two from memory, and then the other three. So you have 5 formulas from memory to write on the quiz. Find the next 3 terms. Notice for this one, you're adding 1.5 each time. So this is an arithmetic sequence. So adding 1.5, you'd have 7.5, 9, and 10.5. For this one, you're multiplying by a half. R equals a half. So your next terms would be 5. 5 times a half is 5 halves, or 2.5. And then 5 fourths, or 1.25. Find the first 5 terms of each arithmetic or geometric sequence. The first one's 1 here. Notice the R. With R, that lets you know that it's a geometric sequence with R. So you're going to be multiplying by -3. So you have 1, -3, 9, -27, and 8, 1. You have to list the first 5 terms. So that's the first 5. The next one has a D. So that's arithmetic. So you start with -5, and now you add 2, add 2, add 2, and add 2. So those are the next 5 terms, or the first 5 terms. Find the indicated term of the arithmetic or geometric sequence. So an indicated term, you should use the sequence formula. And this one has a D, so it's arithmetic. So you have A sub 10 equals 4 plus 10 minus 1 times D. So you have 4 plus 9 times 5, which is 49. 49 is the 10th term in the sequence. And how about you try the next one? Find the indicated term. So the answer is 84,035. Find the sum of the arithmetic or geometric sequence. So it's important that you tell the difference between the two. Notice between 3 and 12, what's changing? Well, it looks like we're adding 9. And we can look to the next one, 12 to 21, we're adding 9. So that means D equals 9. And that means it's an arithmetic sequence, or arithmetic series. So to add these numbers, we have A sub 1 is 3. A sub n is 57. D is 9. And we don't know n. We could find n pretty easily if we just generate all the numbers, and we could count how many numbers there are. To use the formula, we would have A sub n equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D, which is 9. So 57 equals 3 plus 9n minus 9. That's -6. Add 6 to both sides is 63. So n is 7. But we have to find the sum. And we need n to find the sum if we're going to use the formula at least. So we have S sub 7 equals 7 over 2 arithmetic series formula. Arithmetic series. A sub 1 plus a sub n, which is 60 divided by 2 is 30 times 7 is 210. See if you can do the next one. This is a geometric series. So we have 4.4938. Find the sum with sigma notation. Sigma notation, you can tell if it's geometric if it has an exponent like this. It is geometric. If it doesn't have an exponent, it's just a product and a sum on the inside of parentheses, then it's arithmetic. And with the sigma itself, the sigma means it's a series. Sigma means a series. Sigma means you're finding a sum of a bunch of numbers. So for geometric series, A1, R, and N, we know those, and we can plug them into the formula for geometric series. So A sub 1 is the first, the 1/4 right here. R is -2, and N is from 1 to 12, which is 12. So I'll give you a chance, see if you can plug those numbers in, but let me do the next one before you do that. For this one, arithmetic series, to use this formula, S of n equals n over 2, a plus 1 plus a sub 1 plus a sub n. To use that, you need the first, the last, and n. So, the first term, you plug the bottom number in to get the first term. So 2 times 15 plus 1 is 31. To get the last term, you plug the top number in. So that would be 2 times 21 plus 1 is 43. And n, you have to be careful about n. A lot of students will say 6 because they see a 21 and a 15 and they subtract. But if you actually count 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, it's actually 7 terms. So it's 7. And then you can use that formula. So see if you can do the first two. Plug the numbers in the formula, use your calculator, see if you get the correct answer. I'll show you the answer at the end. And then see if you can do this one, which is the infinite geometric series. Is the infinity on top.
How did you find this?
Moving on. Find a sub 1 for each geometric series described. So a sub 1, you're given a sum. You're given R, so this is a geometric series. Capital S is series, R is geometric. So you have 1530 equals A sub 1, 1 minus 2 to the 8, divided by 1 minus 2. And see if you could solve that for A sub 1 algebraically. And you could try the next one as well after that. So this one's 1024. And this one's 1088. For this one, training for a marathon, athlete runs 7,500 meters. 7,500 meters would be A sub 1. 8,000 meters would be A sub 2. 8,500 meters would be A sub 3. And the athlete keeps adding 500 meters each day. So that's your D value. You're adding 500, you're increasing 500 a day. You want to know how much have you run in all, so you have to find a sum after 30 days, so n is 30. So your A sub 1 is 7,500, n is 30, D is 500, and you're looking for a sum. So the sum after 30 days would be 30 over 2, double the first term, plus n minus 1. 30 minus 1 times 500. So that's the longer form of the arithmetic series formula. to 500 meters. The next one I will put an answer key on Blackboard if you want to see the next one. These three sigma notation, you can try those on your own. 3 sigma notation.
What
So this one? Oh, this one? Health Club rolls towels, stacks them on a shelf. Each layer has towels one less. So your D is -1. There are 20 towels in the bottom layer. We'll say that's A sub 1. 1 towel on the top layer. If there's 1 on the top, 20 on the bottom, and that's increasing or decreasing by 1, then that means if there are 20 towels for the first layer, there's also 20 layers of towels. So to find the sum of the 20 layers of towels that are stacked, you'd have 20 over 2. The first term's 20, and the last term is 1. So it'd be 10 times 21 is 210 towels. And stacked, they're like stacked like this. Like that. Towels stacked. Let's see. You email a joke to 3 friends. That's your A sub 1. Each of those tells 3 other friends. That's multiplying by 3. So the first day, 3 people know, and then 9, and then 27. And you want to know how many total people have read it after a week. 7 days is your N. So total people that have read it, the sum after 7 days would be your first term. 3 people knew it at the beginning. 1 minus their tripling. You're telling 3 friends, which is tripling each day. Raised to the 7th divided by 1 minus 3. And we can calculate that. Okay. 3,279 people have heard the joke after a week. Plus you, if you count yourself. So it'd be 3,280 if you count yourself. But I don't know if it... I guess you could factor in yourself. But. Geometric means, if you have 3 missing terms, you have to figure out the missing terms. It's geometric. So you're going to use the geometric sequence formula. That right there. A sub n is the last term. A sub 1 is the first term. You're solving for r. And n is the number of terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. So 5 minus 1. When you divide by 5, you get 1, 2, and it's 49. That right there. R to the 4th. And the 4th root of 1296 is 6. That's not your answer though. Once you get 6, that's what you multiply by. 5 times 6 is 30, so that's the second term right there. Times 6 times 6 is 1080. 30, 180, 1080 are the missing terms. Do this one pretty quickly. Pendulum swinging 8 feet. 4/5 each time. You don't know how many turns. IDK, I don't know the number. So I'm going to use an infinite geometric series. It starts with 8, and it's going 4/5 each time. So it's 8 over 1/5, which looks like 40 total feet that the pendulum swings. And writing an equation for the nth term, you want to leave the n's as variables. So a sub n, this is geometric, you're doubling every time. So you have 22 to the n minus 1, and you would leave your answer like that. And that's your answer. For this one, notice you're adding 8 each time, so it's arithmetic. So you would have a sub n is the first term, plus n minus 1 times d, leave the n, because it's an equation in terms of n, the nth term. And you should simplify this to be 20 plus 8n minus 8. So a sub n, the formula for a sub n would be 8n plus 12. And I think that's sufficient. You could try the rest on your own and find the answers on Blackboard. Thank you for watching this video.